Hey class, welcome back. Series 2, we're painting the ocean, and here we go, okay? So we have our image. I've gridded it up just to help us out. You don't have to do that, you can just keep it in your mind. Most times that's the way I work. But it is helpful at times too, and it helps you keep your place, especially at the beginning. And especially like with these lines too. So you can create your own composition if you wish. Like you could fold the paper and do whatever, but these are just beginning steps to help you along your way and to be able to create and finish a painting. That's our goal, is to be able to start a painting and be able to finish it and have that confidence that we can do it, because we can. And this is how we do it. And this is just one step of many. Every artist paints in different ways. My way is not the correct way. Somebody else's ways are not their correct way. But the way that we work, this is just one way to tackle a painting. And you can tackle it however you wish. And grab some points from me or from anybody else. So let's get started. I want to sketch out our landscape today, and this is how I want to do it. I'm just getting a flat synthetic brush that's kind of thin. I'm going to water down so I can draw it like ink real quick. I'm just going to go into a blue mixture and thin it out just a little bit, just so that I'll have that easy line transition. I want to find my horizon. That's probably the most important thing out of anything, or find something that you know is valid or stable, and our horizon is one of those. So after I mark all this off, we have, so our halfway in between this segment right here would be our horizon. Seems like I'd want it a little bit bigger, but I'm just gonna create one just like that. Let's go to the next line that we need. Our one that's easier to find. Like this is easy to find because I feel like it ends, this foam area sort of ends at our halfway point and barely above our other halfway point. So we have sort of a transition of an angle. Let's go to our next transition. It's a little bit above where the foam stops. It's a little bit above here. If I were to do a halfway point, it's, you know, you can find it just by measuring the way you want. It's almost like a little bit like a perspective line, because I remember taking the picture actually and looking a little to the right. Although water does not come in horizontally and perpendicular to the surface, but we do have a sense of the water being pushed back and angled in this direction a little bit. And that might be great, and we could even do the wave a little bit like that, but that's not necessary. So I got these lines, let's tackle the wave. So I know that if that's the halfway point and that's the halfway point, it looks like halfway in between that's probably the crest of the wave where it starts, kind of comes up. And I'm trying to follow this pattern right here, this top pattern. And you can see where it bumps up, like if you see how it dips down and it bumps up again slightly, you can see where that transition happens when you're gridding off a little bit. So you're not, especially this, where the wave actually is turning over. It's a little bit above there. If I even take it over, it's still about halfway. Whoa, still about halfway in between. So it's a good thing I did that. So I want to make this wave start right here. And if I did a halfway, like our waves, like, ooh, our wave's crashing like right in there. So this is basically the bottom of the wave crashing.